We are less than a week away from the end of the NCAA basketball season. There were some sweet surprises and elite upsets, and I'm here with David Flynt to get their final thoughts on the chaos that is March Madness. So David, what was the biggest disappointment of a team this season?
There are a couple great picks, but I don't know how you can't say it's North Carolina. I mean, this team, a bunch of people expected all ACC, all Tobacco Road final in Duke, North Carolina, which could have very easily happened, but they ran into the buzzsaw that was the Auburn Tigers, gave up 17 threes and 97 points. So much so that Roy Williams said in his post-game press conference, "I'm never using that halftime speech again because it sure as the Dickens didn't work."
Wow.
That was his wording.
Yeah, that one really screwed on my bracket personally. I don't know.
I think it screwed up a few million brackets.
Few million. Yeah. Do you have any runners-up for disappointments of a team, though, other than UNC?
I'm going to say Kansas just because Kansas's track record in this tournament is impeccable. They should have never been a 4 seed. They were not that good this year. Their injuries just killed them. And to be honest, I'm not surprised they lost as early as they did. I mean, I'm surprised they lost as badly as they did for the pedigree that Bill Self has built.
So we saw some bad surprises, but what was your biggest surprise of a team?
Call me biased for this, but you got to go with Auburn.
All right, stick with Auburn.
The only 5 seed to make it out of the first round, and they did that barely by 1 point. But somehow they caught on fire from 3. They figured out against Kentucky to somehow make 2-pointers without Chuma Okeke, who tore his ACL in the North Carolina win. I don't know how they do it, but Bruce Pearl has figured something out, and props to him for that.
And his electric coaching, his electric post-game speeches.
His emotion, he is the biggest cheerleader of everybody in that whole arena.
It's amazing just seeing him jump up and down, and it's really inspiring, and glad for Auburn for making it this far so far. But finally, who is going to take home the championship?
Again, call me biased here. Got to go with Auburn. You got to go with the team with the hot hand and the team that can score. That's Auburn. Virginia, obviously, great team, great defense. But if you start giving up threes, which Virginia is very prone to do, Auburn's going to bury you.
We saw that in the Purdue game as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Texas Tech, great team. Don't think they can get past the blue blood that is Tom Izzo's Michigan State team. I will say this, though. If Auburn wins, they need to send a nice, hefty sum of Toomer's Corner, Toomer's Drugstore lemonade to the player on New Mexico State that missed the 3-pointer at the buzzer in the first round.
So you have Auburn winning. Who's going to join them in the final?
I'm going to go with Michigan State just because Tom Izzo has been here before, knows how to coach in this big situation, got a group of kids that maybe isn't as talented as some of his past teams, but the heart and the hustle that both Auburn and Michigan State play with is not teachable and it's not replaceable.
Two fired up veteran coaches as well.
I feel like they can both get by their opponents and make for a great final.
A lot left to see, but that's all the time we have from the hardwood. But when we come back, Matt will go across the court to discuss the NBA playoff picture.